We all know auto rifles are dominating the meta after the zoom and range changes, with the Ammit auto rifle taking a lot of the spotlight. But today I wanted to bring you an auto rifle that's super slept on, has 100 range, and can achieve a blistering TTK of 0.64 seconds, thanks to the perks available in its pool. The auto rifle that you guys should really be checking out is Firefright, the craftable kinetic rifle from the Season of the Haunted. The Firefright is a 450 RPM auto rifle, which makes it the kinetic slot Ammit. So if you're someone who uses a special weapon in that energy slot, then this auto rifle is a must to pair it with. At base, the Firefright has decent levels of range, comparable to that of Ammit's and more than Centrifuge, but as you can see, the other auto rifles have better stats across the board in stability, handling, and aim assist. So you're probably asking yourself, why should I use this over the Ammit? Well, have a look at its perks. That's where the gun truly shines. In that first column of perks, the must-have perk for any role of this gun is Fragile Focus. Fragile Focus grants you a 20 range bonus when your shields are active, i.e. when you're above 70 HP. Once your shields are broken, then it requires for you to be full health again before the buff activates. Now, a Firefright with small bore, ricochet rounds, and a range masterwork has 80 range, which gives it an ADS damage drop-off of 35.27 meters. That's already pretty impressive and will let you hang against hand cannons and pulse rifles in most engagements. Add in that 20 range from Fragile Focus, which you'll have at least at the start of most duels, then the range gets bumped up to 100. And at 100 range, the damage drop-off now starts at a whopping 39.52 meters, nearly 40 meters, which means you're actually going to be able to kill people in those longer range engagements. Do not be tempted by any other perk in that first column, none compared to getting an extra 4 meters of range from just being above 70 HP in health, which is going to be active at most times. In that second column, you do have a little bit of a choice. My number one pick though is going to be AdDoio. Now, AdDoio on a kill grants you 30% increased damage, 10 range, but it slows down the weapon's firing rate by 20%. But overall, this is still a net buff to the TTK of the weapon. At base, Firefright hits for 31 on the head and 20 on the body for an optimal TTK of 0.8 seconds against a tier 10 Resilience Guardian, which requires 6 headshots and 1 body shot. With AdDoio active, Firefright now hits for 41 on the head and 26 on the body, meaning the optimal TTK is dropped to just 0.64 seconds against a tier 10 Resilience Guardian, requiring just 5 headshots. What I love about AdDoio is that it doesn't require a reload like Kill Clip to activate, so in those 1v2 scenarios, you can just carry on holding the trigger down without wasting any precious time in between engagements. The icing on the cake is that the 10 range bonus really helps, because you may be low health in that second engagement after you've killed the first person, so you're not getting the 20 range from Fragile Focus. But at least you're getting that 10 bonus range from AdDoio instead. Remember to get enhanced AdDoio, which means the perk lasts for 8 seconds instead of 7, and every second helps. The other option I wanted to discuss is actually Elemental Capacitor, and there are 2 classes in particular that this really shines with. The first being Void. If you're someone who runs a Void subclass, and I know a lot of you are running Bubble Titan for zone cap trials, then the massive 25 stability bonus you get from enhanced ECAP makes the gun feel like an absolute laser beam. The 25 stability bonus is flat and active at all times, unlike dynamic sway reduction, which takes some time to ramp up, so you're going to feel the effects of this perk consistently without any caveats. The other time you probably want to run Elemental Capacitor is if you're running a Stasis subclass, because then enhanced ECAP will provide you with a massive 25 recoil direction, which in combination with Counterbalance mod will help you take the recoil of this gun to 100, meaning the recoil direction of the gun will be vertical and it won't bounce around as much. So all in all, here is my god roll. For the barrel, I went with small bore for both a bump to range and stability. Remember, we're going to be running Fragile Focus in that first column, which gives 20 range, so having any more range through something like full bore or even hammer forged rifling isn't worth it in my opinion, as you're going to be hitting the range cap anyways. You could go for something like Arrowhead Break for the recoil direction bonus, because then with Counterbalance mod you can achieve a perfect 100 recoil direction, but this is going to be personal preference depending on whether you can manage the recoil or not. For the magazine, you definitely want ricochet rounds for the range and stability bonus. As discussed, Fragile Focus in that first column, and then in that second column you've got a choice between AdDoio or Elemental Capacitor. Add in a range masterwork and then a counterbalance mod to finish things off. So there you have it, the sleeper auto rifle pick that people just don't seem to be using at the moment. Not only does the gun feel consistent, but it's also got a damage perk which lets you go on some monstrous streaks. If you enjoyed what I talked about today, remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Destiny videos, both PvP and PvE. I'm Mr. Ronit, and that's it for today. Peace out, guys.